Hello and welcome to Media Academy Online. We're just doing another 6-month review. This time we're going to be talking about Apple TV Plus. And so look in here, they've continued with their same UI. The same layout, which is, I guess, because they don't have much content.
Massive thumbnails.
But there is a lot more content on here than they started with, so...
It was like 4, I think, when we...
Yeah, or 6 or something.
Yeah.
Again, I think it still fits in that position, what I said last time, where no one's going to outwardly pay for this. It's really just that thing for those people that already have an Apple product, or people like me who forgot to cancel the subscription and kept paying.
Very good.
Unfortunately, that was me. But
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good to see more content. I'm kind of feeling though there's a bit too much content to have this kind of layout.
Yeah.
There's a lot of scrolling now.
There should be half the size now.
Yeah.
Like 2 per line, you know.
Have them more like squares or something.
Yeah, why do they need to be so big? Like,
it worked fine when they had 6 shows or whatever it was, but now there's like 20, or it's quite a few now.
it's getting a bit excessive.
They probably better start looking at a
Different UI system.
yeah.
Like this seems so it's so minimal. Like menu wise, there's no my list, search, home.
Yeah. Well, they should at least have a search. So if you wanted a certain show,
obviously, is that it? That's all I've got. Is that it?
that's it.
That's it. There's nothing else.
No. Doesn't look like it.
Right.
What happens if you hit the little icon in the corner, the top right?
That's your account.
No, that's it.
Okay, Apple, good on you.
You can play. No, it'll ask us to sign in, which we can't.
Oh,
but
at least you got the Beastie Boys story.
Yeah.
That's 1 point. So far.
So I started watching one of the episodes. I started watching Morning Wars there, or the morning show. I think they must have had like a copyright issue there with Australia. So it's still morning show in
in the States.
In the States,
Yeah,
but I think because we already have like the morning show is a morning show here.
Yeah. That's funny.
In Australia, they probably were like, nah, we can't do that. So we get Morning Wars.
What the hell is this? Is this like
Don't know.
reshaping the space that shapes us?
So is that kind of like one of those sort of like lifestyle shows?
And like, we can design this house in a really cool way.
Look at us.
Looks cool. Like
Grand designs kind of
looks
style.
cool. I mean,
yeah. So I guess this will bring another point. That we're looking at all this content and we're all kind of like, what is it? They're not doing very good at
selling us.
Selling, like, there's no description. Their only description is like one line for everything.
They'll help solve problems, big and small.
What does that tell us about? They should...
From the makers of Sesame Street.
And I'm happy that finally Netflix have included like trailers and stuff as you scroll through and it just starts playing. Because for the longest time they didn't want to do that. And then they finally did it and it's so good.
I don't know why they didn't want to do that. Was it too much work for them?
No, because I remember the reason was they had all these analytics and they said, we noticed that people would rather just start watching it than watching a trailer, which is weird.
Based on what?
The analytics that they had, their research that they did. Which is strange because I always would have to pull out my phone, watch a trailer for something before I'd think.
Who are they talking about? They're making this up.
But anyway, coming back to Disney Plus, like there's nothing. There's no watch trailer button. There's no. They should at least have a watch trailer button.
I know she was flogging her show on her Instagram
that's what she
for
does.
a while.
See, everyone was
I started watching that and I thought this is cheesy as
Yeah, well, that's what everyone kept saying. It's like everyone kept saying that no one can see it. They can put on all these like fancy stuff.
You can still do your makeup pretty well. The banker, like Samuel Jackson and Adam, whatever your name is. Servant, I've watched half this season and I want to finish it. Yeah. So that's another point there. So for the 2 out of 10 for me.
But they haven't really had their big crash hot huge.
What are you talking about? She's here.
The book club.
She's here.
Has that taken off?
Thank you, Oprah.
So that's the thing.
Oprah.
Like, Disney Plus had Mandalorian. Netflix has had heat, but their main one has been Stranger Things. So they've all had their big breakout ones that have pushed people to their platforms. And they've had nothing, really. They had the morning show, which they tried to make to be that.
Yeah.
But again, I watched a bit of it and I got over it and moved on.
Yeah, I think that only feels like it could only go for what 6 episodes or something. Like it's such an arc that shouldn't last a whole.
Yeah.
To me, it just doesn't seem like something you'd get out of a whole season.
And part of it to me was it was so serious. Like it just hung on the seriousness of everything.
Trying to be HBO.
Yeah, and it's not like Chernobyl. Like Chernobyl
should be more informative rather than I don't know, thriller. I don't know, drama.
It was just it's hanging so much on just depressing stuff. And Chernobyl did that, but that was a different story. That was a different situation.
Totally.
When you're working with true stories and they know how to weave that narrative correctly,
very well.
Where the focus on Chernobyl was more about the lies and what lies can do, and so there was like a subcontext there, which.
So there you go. So this is how you get into
it. All right.
it.
So you click it. What did you click on?
So there's a little
Go to show.
Go to show.
Well, that seems a bit stupid.
Then you get into the details.
Season, trailer.
Bonus content.
Right.
Yeah. The description, everything's here.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, basically the layout's just due to because there's only 12 things on here, if that. That's the whole reason for this layout. There's no other reason.
I still think they would have been better off with a more thumbnail. No, they don't have to have as small as some of them, but just a nicer, smaller.
Well, obviously the clue they're going for, like, wow, look at all this. You have to scroll down, so it seems like there's so much more than that there is. That's the whole idea behind this design. Otherwise, they would have condensed it and only made you have to scroll down, that far?
Yeah, just a little bit.
They could have designed it so you don't have to scroll at all, but then, that doesn't look like we haven't got any content, so you can't do that.
There's they are bringing out content, but again, they haven't really brought any reason for us to actually sign up for another subscription. There's no reason for it, The only thing is people might start using it. It might help sell phones. I don't know, sell Apple products.
Yeah. It'll be a part of their packages. Like
that's
buy the new iPhone, you get 6 months free.
No, it's a year. It's a year. So that's their push.
Yeah. Well, good luck.
But
I guess the thing with Apple is they just want to be in the game, have some stuff.
Yeah.
They're not looking to take over any limelight from Netflix or whoever else because they know they can't compete on that level.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe they deep down they're thinking, we're going to come out eventually and we're going to be a contender.
But that's becoming Apple's thing where they're just like trailing behind everyone else.
As long as they
might be.
And they're like, as long as we're still there.
Yeah.
And they've got their Apple crowd. They got that dedicated Apple people that only do Apple things and eat apples.
Yeah, they just eat apples.
That's all they do.
Yeah.
Apple crumbles and
apple pie.
Apple pie, That's about
apple
it.
Juice.
Apple juice. And, yeah. That's as far as it goes.
Anyway, I guess we'll finish there. Not much else to add apart from it's the same thing that we saw with a couple more new shows.
Yeah.
But still, I think they just need to...
I think they're in another boat, same as Disney and all that, where it's like everything's been put on hold.
Yeah.
So there's nothing new coming out. Like, it's all stagnant. And
most of it looks like high production value.
Yeah.
So...
I can't take that away from them. Like, what I have seen, it's been HBO-esque.
Yeah.
They're pushing for that. But...
All right, we'll leave it there. See you later.
Adios.